Tony, welcome to Gun.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
All right, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Hi, I'm so excited to tell you about my favorite thing ever, critter coloring books by Pappy Sil. They're full of super cute animals and cool stuff to color. I get to use all my favorite crayons and markers, and guess what? There are no rules. So I made a purple mouse with rainbow background. If you love animals and love coloring, you have to get these books. Trust me, they're awesome. Just go to Amazon and search for Pappy Sil and you'll find the whole collection of coloring books. Remember, it's a Pappy world and we all get to color in it.
Tony, Tony. Tony, 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 Tony. 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 Tony, 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 Tony.
Tony. You know, Tony.
Tony.
Tony Walker!
Tony Walker! Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you, man? Tony Walker! Thank you so much, man.
But I really like Tony.
Forget about it.
Tony is a wonderful guy. Tony is wonderful. Tony is wonderful. Tony is a wonderful guy.
Tony, Tony, pup, Tony, Tony, pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, pup, pup. Tony, 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 pup. Tony, pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, Tony. Tony, Tony. Tony, 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 Tony. 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 Tony, 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 Tony.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York, on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel. No matter which channel you're watching from, please share the link on all your social medias. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, especially this one. If you're watching on Facebook and you want to participate in the conversations today, you want to hear your name read, you want to hear your comments read, well, please join us on YouTube because that is where we monitor the comments. Okay, Jeff is here.
I'm here. Welcome back.
Nice to see you, pal.
Hey.
Welcome back to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot to discuss.
Yeah, there's a lot to discuss.
Going on.
Mario says, good morning. John Rusciello, morning, gentlemen. Love the introduction to show. Thank you, pal. I played the Tony Poop song. Is that what you're talking about, John? John liked the Tony Poop song?
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I didn't. We couldn't hear it in here, but yeah. I'll play it later or something. All right, what would you like to talk about first?
Oh, there's a lot of shit going on today, man.
A lot of shit going on today, a lot of shit yesterday. Did you make your annual trek?
I did not.
You did not?
No.
No.
That's
bad.
And for those wondering, the annual trek is to, Strawberry Fields in Manhattan to commemorate the sad and untimely murder of John Lennon. And been going there the last few years, and I did not make it yesterday. But I missed it due to unbelievably awesome reasons.
Your daughter?
My daughter.
Tell us.
Yesterday was the kickoff to gymnastics competition season, and she killed it, dude. Killed it.
What do you mean by killed it?
She took, all around, she took first place for her age group. Top score all around.
So when you say all around, like several categories?
Her 4 competitions together, the scores added up to beat everybody in her age group.
Nice.
She had first place, 2 first places, a second and a third. I'd have to read them on my phone to see exactly what. I think it was 2 first bars and beam, third on the floor, second on vault, maybe something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow,
it was crazy. And she was a nervous wreck because it's the first competition of the season, so she's always like, we're just like, don't worry about it, just have fun. It's the first, get the bugs out. It's the first one, and
that's it.
She killed it, man.
Wow.
So, by the time we got back, it was supposed to be much quicker. The place was very unorganized, and they started like 2 hours late because of the competition before. Who knows? So we got back late, and we only sat down and came home. I made a great roast beef dinner.
Of course.
And we didn't get done eating till like almost 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Oh wow!
By the time, so I was like, I'm not going to drive into Manhattan now.
Yeah, it's too late for that.
But so missed it for damn good reason.
Yeah, that's definitely a damn good reason.
So good
where did she
start
get
for
these
my girl,
skills
Gracie.
from?
Not from me. That's for sure.
Well, you were. In all seriousness, you were a skinny.
Yeah,
you almost had like that.
I was
the body for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, my thing was soccer when I was little, so I was fast and quick at that. But as far as this nimble stuff, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's tough stuff.
Yeah,
yeah. So good for her. Congratulations.
Yeah,
very nice. How long is the season?
It depends how many competitions you sign up for. I think we got her signed up for 4. And then during the season you have to make certain strides in the season to qualify for like the states competition. And then at states, if you get a certain score total, you can make regionals. So just yesterday alone, she already qualified for states competition.
Oh wow!
Upstate, yeah.
And where was this yesterday?
Yesterday it was out in what the hell was the name of the place? Oh my God, it's brain farting already, Tony.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just. It was in Medford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gymnest. The place is called Medford. Yeah,
it's called the gymnastics place?
Gymnest. I think
Gymnest.
Gym-Nest. I don't know why. I guess it's the place where they all hang out for. But anyway, yeah.
Romer Rusiello says, "Good for her. Congratulations to her." Yes, congratulations, Gracie. That's fantastic.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm with you. Those things. My kids used to do track.
Sophia did track when she was little. Yeah.
Oh, like. You had, it could have, how they organize this stuff is beyond me because you'd have these types of races going on over here, these types of races over here. You'd have, somebody throwing something over there. You'd have, the throwing the stick thing over that way. Like everything's going on at once. You don't know where to look. You don't know what's going on. And then you find out, like, your kid ran a race and you didn't see it because there's so much shit going on. And then, then when are they running the next race? Oh, in about 2 hours. Like, these things used to go on for hours.
Well, these are normally pretty quick.
Yeah?
Like I said, we were supposed to start at 10:35.
Okay.
We didn't start till close to noon. That's never happened in all these years we've been taking her to anything.
Okay.
So when you start on time, even though it could be a decent amount of kids, it's 2 hours, 2.5 hours,
All right, that's not bad.
No, but we got there at 10:20 for a 10:35 start.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're not letting parents in till 11:30, and then the other kids weren't even done yet at coming out. So we didn't get out of there till after
Right.
almost 4:30.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we got there at 10:20.
But
You know, it was
this was
crazy.
the regular thing at track. That's how it always
Yeah.
was.
Oh no, that's not.
And we'd have to, track would start usually around April somewhere, and it was still kind of cold out, and maybe even March. And you'd have, you're sitting out there for 6 hours watching.
Yeah.
Oh my! I was proud of the kids.
Yeah.
They did well, but man, it made me nuts sometimes.
The only thing that drives me nuts is when you qualify for states.
Yeah.
Every year we've been doing it. It's upstate New York. Like, past couple times, Rochester, Syracuse ain't bad. That's a quick drive, but Rochester's a fucking haul.
Isn't Syracuse further than Rochester?
No, Syracuse is like 3 hours.
Syracuse-
Syracuse is a nice little drive too.
Yeah, but I've talked about it many times on this show. As a matter of fact, Syracuse sucks.
It's not a great town.
It's not a great
areas,
town.
yeah.
There's nothing to do. I went there once, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's the colleges there, and that's about it. Just
Yeah.
the area around the college where they got the strip of stores and stuff, and little
Yeah.
eateries and stuff. The
Nah.
food's pretty good in some of those eateries there, but the town itself is.
We're on Long
Not very
Island and we're
nice.
close to the city. I don't need
Yeah.
good food in Syracuse.
Oh, my point was, if you're there, you got something.
I'm never going back.
Yeah.
I was like, there's nothing going on here.
Well, but yeah, so the point is, it's always upstate somewhere. It's like, switch it. Do 1 year upstate, next year downstate.
Yeah.
Upstate, yeah.
Well, Vicky, who watches the show, who's been in this studio, she lives in Rochester.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just volunteering her right now that she will give you some room in her house for you guys to stay.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so you save a little money that way.
Okay, some good eateries in Rochester, too.
Is there? Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cool diner. I forget the hell the name it's called now, but if she's listening, she'll probably know what I'm talking about. It's like a famous diner everybody there
Really?
goes to. Yeah.
She does. She loves
like
it
a
up there.
pancake joint.
Really?
Some sweet, yeah.
She says, "Don't fucking knock Rochester, fellas. We didn't.
I
We
didn't.
knocked
I did
Syracuse.
not. I just knocked how far the drive is.
Right. And then he's talking about the nice diners. I'm telling him how hospitable you are, and then that you're
I
gonna.
don't want to get John jealous, though.
No,
Is that Romeo's?
No, that's not Romeo.
Oh, that's not? Oh,
well, who knows? Give him time.
Oh,
He
that's
tries
right.
to get them all.
That one's in California.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
And there's
confused.
another girl watching, Trish Tierno.
Oh, Trish, yeah, from what? Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a friend of yours.
No, coworker, yeah.
Oh, very
Good
nice.
friend.
Good morning,
Good
Trish.
friend.
I'm sure.
Some people see your links.
I guess so. Yeah. And I give it time. I'm sure Rusiello will be going after her now too. Because that's why he's Romeo.
John is he's crazy, huh?
He's a stud. He's a player.
All right.
Mickey Delaney is watching. Good morning, Mickey. Yeah. So that's yeah. So I'm glad for Gracie. I'm glad for you.
Yeah,
But
she
sad
did
you
good.
missed Central Park. Do people gather on his birthday too? Because I'd rather celebrate that.
I've never gone in on his birthday.
Yeah.
I never. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
And now
I wouldn't be
yesterday
surprised.
was yesterday also the day that John Bonham died. Did they die on the same?
You know what?
day, or is it? Oh, it's Jim Morrison's birthday, I think. But I think Bonham died around this time of the year too.
Yeah. And speaking of Bonham,
Right. Well, that's why. See, that's why I am.
good segue.
That's
Tony,
right.
good
That's why I
segue.
have this show.
Going to see
Right.
Jason Bonham tonight, John Bonham's son, at the Paramount Theater for the, I think it goes to
The Led Zeppelin Experience? I
Yeah.
think that's what it's
I'm
called.
looking for, I've never seen him before. My buddy Scotty from work got these tickets way back. And I'm looking at the calendar this morning, I go, oh crap, I got that concert tonight. And Mary's like, hey, you said that the other day. I go, yeah, but I didn't realize it was like tonight.
As
And
in tomorrow, tonight.
As in
What do you mean?
tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Later on.
Right.
Yeah. Paramount and Huntington. So I'm looking forward to that.
I have, as a matter of fact, my friend, seen this show.
Yeah.
I saw it a few years ago. Fantastic.
Oh, good.
Assuming he's got the same guys, the lead singer nailed it because Led Zeppelin is not easy to sing. Robert Plant back then, his voice hit crazy notes. But whoever this guy was, he wasn't anybody that I am aware of. Like he wasn't like a big name that I'm aware of. But he nailed it, and they were fantastic.
Nice.
It's mostly music, but Jason Bonham does come out at the front and tell some stories a little bit. But the Zeppelin music. I mean, this is the closest we're getting to Zeppelin.
Yeah. Well, there's this band out who they're not trying to be anything like Led Zeppelin by any means at all.
Yeah.
It's just that this lead singer has the octaves and he has the Plant sound. He doesn't, his thing is not doing Zeppelin stuff. He's Greta Van Fleet. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Sure.
Right? That guy's vocal range is amazing. So now I remember Robert Plant was on I don't know, one of the talk shows, late night shows, or whatever, or a radio interview, whatever it was, and they asked him about that band and what he thought of them, and he's like, man, that vocal range he can hit, is amazing. And
Yeah.
I think Robert Plant said something along the line, fucking kids. Like, he can't do it no more.
Well, yeah, he hasn't hit those notes in a long time.
But if you listen to that guy's voice, man, he's got it. Mary and I have seen him a couple times at concert. How do you describe their concerts?
Good?
The concerts could be better if they didn't get into so much solos.
Oh.
Crazy, long, and sometimes terrible solos.
Oh, wow. Well, believe it or not, that was actually a beef I used to have with Van Halen. Each member would have to take a solo during the show. I love Michael Anthony. He's very underrated, a great bass player. He sang all those high harmonies in Van Halen, but do we need a 10-minute bass solo? I don't think we need a 10-minute bass solo.
Exactly. I'm telling you. And, we'll sit there and be like, oh, here he goes, and the guitar. And it just doesn't sound right. Like, he's getting crazy, and it's hitting all these chords, and it's like it doesn't flow.
Right. Right.
And we saw him at the Garden, and we were just like, holy fuck. You could have filled in with, like, 3 or 4 really popular songs that fans love if you cut out 10 minutes on the guitar solo, the drum solo, the bass. I don't need a bass solo.
Don't need a bass solo.
If you're going to do a bass solo, make it like Flea. He does a quick little fucking thing, and that's it. He's moving on.
Right.
I'm not going to bore you with
And Flea is one of the few people I would want to see a bass solo from.
Yeah.
I saw it in 2013 or 14. I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Hall & Oates was one of the bands getting inducted. These guys, they played 2 songs because they were jamming at the end of them. Like, each song was like 10 minutes long. It was like,
it's too much.
The Hall & Oates is not a jam band.
No.
You're not the Grateful Dead. They could have fit in at least 2 more songs.
Yep.
Those guys had great pop songs.
Yeah.
Man-Eater, Sarah Smile, Private Eyes. The list goes on. Out of Touch. The list goes on and on. I would love to have seen 5 or 6 of those hits.
Yeah.
Not 10-minute jams.
And now you're never going to see them in concert together because they hate each other, basically.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Big time.
It's terrible.
Big time.
I don't know how Journey does it. Neil Schon is always having being sued by his other partner. What's the other guy's name?
Yeah, Jonathan Cain and Neil Schon.
Yeah.
I personally
Cain's always complaining about Schon
think that's
and
all
the credit card
publicity
bills.
shit. Yeah.
But they canceled the whole European leg of the tour.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. They did the U.S. this past, season.
Right.
They did all the U.S. shows, but because of the supposedly lawsuit, they canceled all the European dates.
Wow. Because, they've been suing each other for years now, those guys. But yet they're still out there.
Right.
I don't know.
I
I
hope
just
it
don't
don't
buy
stop
it.
because I really enjoy seeing them. Maybe,
Was that on purpose? Don't stop?
Yes, it was. I'm glad you caught that pun, Tony. Yes.
Oh, my goodness. You're going to have a great time tonight at this at the Bottom Show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they also, Led Zeppelin News 2, coming in February, is the first authorized documentary about the band.
Oh, yeah?
Brand new interviews with the surviving members. Yeah, it's called Becoming Led Zeppelin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the trailer's out there on YouTube. Looking forward to that. That looks really good.
I did catch the new Beatles documentary the other night.
Oh, you did? Finally.
Beatles 64.
Correct.
Granted, now, like you said, a lot of the footage we've all seen before, but
Yeah.
there was some new. But I enjoyed it. I still really liked it because I just,
Well, yeah,
I like anything that we watch. About
Exactly. I'm never sick of the Beatles.
No.
Never.
No.
Oh, that reminds me. I did a game show this week. I did 2 game shows this weekend, 2 private parties, and one of them was a holiday party. So there was adults and children, and they gave me a bunch of what I like doing. It's private parties. Our game show is just general trivia. We have the podium in the front with the buzzers, and each person on the side.
Yep.
Excuse me. So I'll have my cards of questions, but when it's a private party, I'll say to them, give me some personalized info. Something happened when you went on vacation or whatever, whatever you want to give me, and I'll turn this info into questions. So they gave me this one thing, because it was adults and kids. One of the kids, it says, one of the kids turns the station off every time a Beatles song comes on. So I, made the question, who turns off, and these kids, so the kids are up, 2 kids are up, and so we're talking about a kid. Who likes to turn off the radio when the Beatles come on? They must have guessed 5 different names before they got to the right answer. So I said, so why did we have 5 different names for the right answer? I said, does that mean all you, I'm pointing to all the kids, so does that mean all you guys turn the stations off when you hear the Beatles? And they all yelled, yes! And I did. I actually took a point away from each contestant. I'm like, that's what you guys get for hating the Beatles. I said, you guys are messed up. And then I pointed to the parents. I said, you're not doing your jobs because your kids hate the Beatles. And they didn't, like, they're all looking at me. And in my head, I'm like,
this is supposed to be funny.
Well, yeah, but in my head, I'm like, I kind of am half serious here.
Mm-hmm.
Who turns off the Beatles?
No.
Like I should have packed up and left.
You should have.
Fuckers.
Without a refund.
Well, they didn't pay me yet. That's probably why I
that's
stayed.
why you had to stay.
And they paid cash.
Oh, all right. Yeah. You gotta.
But yeah, that floored me. Like, you prick bastards. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I didn't like that.
You got to count on parents like us to make sure our children hear the Beatles.
Let me ask you a Beatles question. This is a question I used to ask a lot on this show when I had co-hosts, but now you're my a co-host. The movie Help. It's the Beatles' second movie. I love this movie.
Yeah,
I think it's freaking hysterical.
And they're going after Ringo.
Right, to get his ring. Do you think that you take the Beatles' music away from this movie, and let's just say it stars, 4 unknowns or even 1 unknown guy with the ring. Do you think it would still be a good movie?
For that time frame, yeah, I think it would. It was almost like James Bond-like.
It was almost like a James Bond type parody.
Bond, yeah.
But it's, to me, I feel it, like the humor, it's so bizarre that it's almost like, in my opinion, up there with like Airplane and The Naked Gun. This movie cracks me up.
It would still absolutely do good. Yeah.
I had a bet when we first started the show back in 2018. Yeah. And Eric Shevlin was a co-host and Sally was a co-host. I bet Eric that if he watched Help, he would still like it. Even again, you take the Beatles aspect out of it. We actually had a bet, and he promised he would be honest. If he felt the movie would be good, if he felt the movie was good enough even without the Beatles, he was going to buy me dinner. But I was so positive that he would like the movie that I bet if he didn't like the movie, he would be able to take a wiffle ball bat and hit me in the nuts 3 times. Like, that's how confident I was he was going to like this movie.
I'm not sure where this is going. I have a feeling it's not going to go according to your plan.
I'm not betting you because we're in agreement.
Oh, yeah. No. I meant how that one turned out for you.
Oh, yeah? You think I would have lost?
Well, I'm waiting to hear what happened because
he never watched it. So we never went. We never went through with it.
Tell me, guess what? He didn't like it, and he had to hit me in the nuts 3 times. I was worried.
No.
Okay.
No, he never watched the movie. So I was like,
waiting for?
Well, he's been off the show almost 5 years, so
he's had plenty of time,
and he's moved out of New York. So yeah.
Oh, so we don't even like him anymore.
It's not that I don't like him. I just don't know him anymore.
Oh, okay.
He left. He's not in New York. He's not in this show. He's gone. He's gone. Oh.
Clearly, he doesn't know good movies.
Gone. He's gone. What do you mean he's gone? He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He doesn't know good movies.
No, not at all.
Doesn't know good filmmaking.
Exactly. And that's the assignment for all you guys. Go watch Help. It's a little tricky to watch sometimes because they speak very. It's made in England. It's very heavy English. So
Very
sometimes
scouse.
you're like, what? What did they
very
say?
Scouse.
Scouse.
That's what the Liverpudlians are called. They're
is that
Scousers,
right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, when I watched that that show Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
With what's his face, with Jason Sudeikis.
Right.
Did you watch any of that? Have you seen it?
Not a second.
You don't even have to be a soccer / football fan to enjoy the hell out of this show.
Yeah.
It's absolutely hysterical. It was only for 3 seasons, which is very disappointing, but that was the plan. But I watch it I had to watch it with subtitles.
Yeah.
Because it's some of the British humor that you don't catch because you didn't hear a word properly. Yeah. Mary and I have watched that show, all 3 seasons, 4 times.
Wow.
Because it's that funny.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's that funny.
Yeah.
And each time we've watched it with the subtitles on, you catch something you missed. Right. And you're like, oh my God, that's freaking, I'm telling you. Check it out if you can.
The movie Snatch. You ever see this movie?
I think years ago. That's
What's his name? Jason. Jason
Voorhees.
No, he's a big.
It's Friday the 13th.
I know. He's a big action star. Start with an S. Bald guy.
Oh my lord.
Strathmere, something like that. Something like that.
Well, let's just find out. Go ahead.
Okay. Same thing. It's so much easier to watch it with subtitles to really catch everything. But
Jason Statham.
That's it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I didn't get there yet. I've just typed the word snatched in.
Oh, okay.
So, right, isn't it Jason Statham or something like that?
Yeah. He's the main guy.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. The movie. This movie is
good?
It's one of the best movies I've ever seen in
Really?
my life. Brad Pitt is in it. Brad Pitt is hysterical in it.
He's a funny actor.
He is a funny dude.
He really is, especially when he teams up with Clooney and stuff too. Excellent team.
We were just talking about that before we went on the air. We were talking about Chris Roach.
Yeah.
No, never mind. It wasn't that movie. What's the movie that the Matt Damon just made? He's
Oh yes.
Roach is apparently. I haven't seen it yet either, but apparently he's got a scene at the end, towards the end of the movie. Roach is in it.
Yes, I think I saw that movie actually.
The Investigate? No, The Instigators.
Instigators. Excellent movie.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Movie.
I gotta
Funny,
watch it.
Yeah.
So you didn't see Roach?
No, I think I did. Yeah, you mentioned it. Yeah, I forgot all about it. But yeah. And Matt Damon's another awesome actor. I've met him a couple of times. He's the one of the nicest people ever.
I thought. Did you ever see Burn After Reading?
No.
Another Clooney Pitt movie. Brad Pitt is this. I think might be his funniest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was great in this movie. Yeah, really good movie. Really good movie.
What was the one that?
Oh, Carol's watching.
Hey, Carol. What's the one that Clooney and Brad Pitt just did recently together?
I haven't seen that one. The Wolves. I think it's called. I haven't seen it.
Excellent.
Really? Yeah.
Excellent.
I hadn't seen.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
Let me go back and read some comments here. Romeo does not flirt with Vicky. Well, that's bad. Romeo says, that's Vicky. I'm true to two girls on the show, Diane and Ann. Tony, did you get and sleep last night? You look like you're dragging. Really? Do I? It's funny you say that because no, I got some sleep last night, but I did. I woke up. I'm like, I did. I've been dragging this morning. That's funny that John says that. How do you pick up on that? What are you looking at? I mean, John, he
must be looking at your eyes.
Looking at my eyes.
Yes.
Well, he is a retired detective. So I guess he has to look for stuff like that.
He picks up on things.
So Mario was telling me Statham. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Rusiello, hit my nuts 3 times with a wiffle ball bat. I think you would like that. No, I would. No. I would like other things done to my nuts, but no, not hit with a wiffle ball bat.
I'm going to move over here then, Tony. So. Sitting a little too close to you.
We are around noontime today. We are welcoming comedian G.D. Fenderson. G.D. is he's on every morning on the show here before us, Coffee with the Dog. G.D. is doing a show. You know what? Let me put my fire hydrant down here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. So GD is doing a show here at Governor's, the Fresh Brewed Comedy, Friday, January 24th at 8 p.m. I'm hosting. It's himself and Stephen Ortiz and Ron Claire. All these guys are from Coffee with the Dog. So it's a Coffee with the Dog show without the dog. Matt Napo, whose nickname is the dog, it's his show. They're all the supporting guys, and he's not going to be here.
Where is he going to be?
I don't know. And I'm going to ask GD that when he comes on, because he was originally hosting the show. And then for whatever reason, he backed out. So that's when they came to me. Like, will you host? I'm like, yeah, I'll host. I don't care. Good guys. I've never met them in person, so I'm looking forward to that. But GD has a special announcement with that show. So he's coming. He's going to be zooming in with us around noon. So we'll be talking to him in a little bit. That'll be fun. Where'd my graphics go? There we go. Okay. Also at this game show I hosted this weekend, there was a guy there. he looked like Kevin James. I called him, speaking of Chris Roach. So I called him out on it, and the whole place was laughing. I'm like, oh, I guess he's heard that before. And they're like, yeah. So he came up to play at one point, and he called me a white Steve Harvey. I thought that was funny. All right, never mind. All right. All right. So we got a few other things to talk about.
Oh, because I get it. Because Steve Harvey did Family Feud.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if there was a resemblance, and I really wasn't seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not a Steve Harvey fan, so I'm
He
glad
is
there's no-
funny when you watch it. He's got some funny things that come out, but a lot of it's set up.
Set up. I know. Sometimes I think he's just hacky. All right. So so we have some other things to talk about. We have GD joining us in about a half hour. I wanted to tell a story before we go further. So Saturdays, the Nassau County PAL Special Needs Unit. Every Saturday, so we have a bunch of different programs. Every Saturday morning is our bowling program, right? So I'm the president of the Special Needs Unit at PAL. Lisa is actually the one who runs the bowling program. So, of course, I like getting sex from my wife, so I help her out all morning, every morning.
Good idea.
Yeah. So not only do I help her out, but when she doesn't pay attention to time frames and schedules a dentist appointment for Saturday at 11, guess who stepped up to take care of things while she's getting her teeth cleaned? So I was there by myself running things. And there's a lot to do. You got to check people in. You got to collect their money. You got to make sure, everybody's where they're supposed to be. You got to blind players that aren't showing up. You got to put in, all these different things. So, so I'm sitting there and I'm collecting money. I'm doing my thing. And a guy, he's sitting maybe 3 or 4 chairs over to my right. And I hear him going, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. So finally, he must have said it 3 or 4 times. Finally, I realize he's talking to me. So I'm like, oh, yeah. He's new. The kid that's playing with him is new this year. And he turns to me and he goes, I'm not going to say the kid's name, but he goes, hey, where's so-and-so? I go, I don't know. I said, I'm standing right here. I said, I'm
here with you.
Right. I go, well, why? He goes, I don't see him. I go, well, he's here. I said, he came up to me and paid me, so he is here. So there's a little awkward silence. I collect money from somebody else. So he says again, I don't see him. So I finally turn and I go, who are you? He goes, I'm his uncle. I said, did he come here with you? He goes, yeah. I said, oh, okay, so you're with him. He goes, yeah. He goes, but I don't see him. So now in my head, I'm like, why aren't you fucking walking around looking for him?
Am I responsible to keep an eye on him?
Right, exactly. So I'm getting a little pissed. Like I wanted to say to him, don't you see how busy I am? So he points
I'm
over.
not the babysitter.
Right. And he points to our left, and he goes, he's supposed to be over there. He points to, so, we have the team. So on the scoreboard, it has the initials of all the players on each team. So the initials are CS. I'll tell you that much. So he's pointing over there. He goes, look, CS right there. He goes, he should be there. So I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, I don't see him. I go, but he is here. He paid me. So I'm collecting money. I'm doing my thing. But it's bugging me now. Like, why aren't you getting up to look for him? And where is he? So I'm trying to do everything. But if I had a quick lull in the action, I would collect the money and hold on to it so nobody takes it. And I was walking around. I would come back every few minutes to do my thing. And I would say to him, you see him yet? No, I haven't seen him yet. So I'm really starting to get worried. And again, this douche is doing nothing. He is sitting in his chair. So
I don't get it.
No, I was really this went on at least 10 minutes. And in my opinion, when a kid is missing, that's a long freaking 10 minutes.
Hell yeah. And how old is this child?
Well, he's I don't, like I said, he's new to our league. So I don't know. He appears to be not a high functioning guy.
Gotcha.
He looks like though he could be in his late 30s, early 40s. But yeah, functionally, mentally, he's probably more like 8. Yeah. So not a child, but you worry like he is a child because he can't take care of himself. So I'm kind of freaking out while trying to continue to do my job. And at the same time, I wanted to scream at this guy, "Get the fuck up, you son of a bitch!" And then, and I'm thinking, and then it went through my head like maybe he can't get up. But I'm like, if I'm moving, he's moving. He got there. There's no cane. I don't see a wheelchair. Like, no, he can move. So I was really getting mad. So now I have to it's time to play. So now I have to set up all the scoreboards, put in, like I said, blind people out, put in who pre-bowled, like all this shit. And at the same time, I'm now doing this while I'm like kind of like looking for this kid at the same time. So I finally get to this. I set up one team and I started to set up the second game. And all of a sudden I just looked to my left. And there he is, standing next to me, the player, the kid, the one we were all looking for. He's standing next to me. So I'm looking. I'm like, son of a bitch! This asshole was pointing at the wrong team because it was somebody else with the same initials. So I'm like, so you lost him and didn't get up, but you lost him because you weren't even looking at, like, you don't even know what team your kid is. He's the uncle, granted, but he's been there almost every week since it started. So I don't know if he's the main caregiver or what, but he's been there enough that he should know what team this kid is on. If he looked to his right, he would have seen this kid. He was looking to his left where he saw CS. So I went to him. I go, he's right there. And he's pointing. He goes, but CS. I go, that's a different kid with the same initials. He goes, are you sure my kid's in the right spot? No, I swear to you, I think I did actually clench my fist. I said, yes. And I said to him, I go, I know what team he's on. I said, yes, that's where he's supposed to be. Oh, okay. Oh, and it goes like this. Oh, okay, thanks. Oh, yeah, you were so nervous that you didn't even move.
Yeah.
I was. And the first thing I thought of, I'm going to tell this story on Monday.
Oh, God.
And I even went up to him about halfway through the game. And I went up to him. I said, you still got him? You good?
Yeah.
Asshole. So, yeah. So that was my just little venting.
God. Unreal.
All right. Mickey says, I cannot wait to see the beautiful Diane tomorrow. What? Are we not beautiful?
Really? I mean,
you got Jeff here.
God, that hurt.
I know. Come on, Mickey. All right. So the big news today here in New York, and I'm sure Peter Schwartz will be talking about it tomorrow on Sports Bash tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Juan Soto.
New York Met.
15
years, $765 million.
$765 million for 15 years. That's what, around $50 million a year?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Got a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts on this.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Well, first off, what I don't like you'll go over, you go on Facebook or you go on social media, and even before social media, whenever people were signing contracts like this, it always baffled me. People blame the player.
You can't blame the player.
You can't blame the player. If somebody's offering you that kind of money, who's going to turn that down?
No, of course not.
It's not the player's fault. It's the owner's fault. It's our fault because we still pay these crazy prices and go to these games and support this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm the first one. I was just talking to somebody yesterday about the Islanders and how, I go to a regular season game and it's $55 to park for a regular season game.
Terrible. And City Field too is now.
City Field is, I think, around 30 or 40.
40. I think it depends on this different
well,
kind
true,
of
I think it's
thing
up.
going on.
Yes.
It'll fluctuate, but it's like.
But we pay it. We should stop paying. We should all stop going, and then maybe they'll do something. But there's no salary cap in baseball. And again, if the owners are going to offer it, why would I blame Juan Soto for taking that money?
No.
And no, he probably will not live up to that contract. 15 years? I mean, he'll be 40.
How old is he now?
He's just turned 26. So we're talking till the
old.
age 41. Most ball players start to slow down in their late 30s. Like, what makes them think this guy is going to... Fine, he's been the best hitter in baseball for 5 or 6 years now. But that... I don't know. That's a long freaking time.
And now they're going to have money for Alonso?
And
Did they plan on keeping him, or they did not even plan on keeping him? It's a little...
And that's the thing. There's not... It takes... As great as Juan Soto is, and you hope that he's going to stay great, but one player does not make the whole team.
No.
they're not gonna win just on him. So you like to think they'll, do they? Yeah, like you said, do they still have the money to chase after Alonso? They did sign Sean Manaea. They gave him a 1-year contract, which is great because he had just a perfect year. So I'm glad he's coming back. They've signed some decent pitching because that's the weak spot right now.
That's a major weak spot.
Because they lost Severino. He signed with Oakland. But yeah, you need. And I saw somebody this morning say, "Well, forget Alonso, put Vientos at first, and put Beatty back at third." And I'm sorry, I don't like that. And I think they should get rid of Jeff McNeil and put that young kid Acuna. Is that his name? Throw him at second base. Yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of questions here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to have Soto as long as he continues to play the way he has. But, yeah, I just don't know if it's going to.
Now I keep reading things people like, oh, he's, obviously awesome on offense, but sucks on defense.
Yeah, he does. He does suck on defense.
So.
I don't know if that means you make him the DH and put, keep the outfield intact. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't like how it was such a great team this year. I mean, they came so close to the World Series. And I just saw an interview this morning. Somebody was saying that the Mets clubhouse, like they've never seen. Oh, it was Gary Cohen, the Mets announcer. He's been an announcer for the Mets since the late 80s, and he grew up a Met fan. So this guy knows the Mets in and out. He said he has never seen the group of guys on the team so close with each other.
Say the way they mesh together, and all
right,
that
and that's a big factor when coming into stuff like this. So yeah, they needed to improve. Bringing in Soto is great, but yeah, Alonso was a big part of that clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I just hope it doesn't get too.
And to me, Alonso has really been kind of like the face of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Because once David Wright was gone, he was the face of the franchise for a long time. It's like, oh man, who's going to be the new face of the franchise that everybody's going to, fans end up really loving this player, and they're like, that's the,
Well, I mean, Lindor is probably just below Alonso as far as the face, and he could take that over if need be. But yeah, when you have that kind of chemistry in the clubhouse, and the team was that good that they came 2 games within the World Series.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to mess with that. And I kept comparing the team this year to the 84 Mets. The 84 Mets, that's when Gooden came up. Strawberry was there for a year. 84 was Keith Hernandez's first full year as a Met. So they didn't mess with that. After 84, they built upon that chemistry and brought in Gary Carter in 85. And that just seemed to put it all together. They came within a few games. They didn't make it to the World Series. But then 86, we all know what happened.
Yep.
And that's how I see this team. So I hope they don't mess with it too much.
Yeah, don't mess with the chemistry.
Keep Alonso there, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm very nervous.
I don't know how you even consider getting rid of him. I don't know how you get,
Mickey Delaney says, yeah, all right, and he brings up an excellent point. After 5 years, Soto can opt out if he wants. So if things don't work out, yeah, let's hope, then maybe he will opt out. Carol says, it's $50 to park here for closest parking for the Rangers, the Texas Rangers. Jerry World is 60 and up. Yikes. What is Jerry World?
Probably Dallas Stadium, AT&T Stadium.
Oh,
maybe.
Jerry World, right. Jerry, the owner of the Cowboys. Oh, shit, what the hell is his last name?
I'm drawing a blank on that one, too. But Jerry, that guy.
Wow, it's $60. See, I thought other places in the country were cheaper. What's going on
the
down
parking.
There? Wow.
I've heard that about the parking at AT&T Stadium. No, it's insane.
$60?
Yeah. That's a cool complex, though. I mean, $60 to park is stupid, number one, but the whole complex, the campus, it's really awesome. Outside the stadium, there's, like sports bars and venues where if you're not inside watching the games, you have a ticket, you go into these,
right.
And huge. It's crazy.
And now that's going to be the problem. at Citi Field too, because they
The soccer field being built across the street.
right they got rid of all those chop shops, which they've been trying to do for years. Got rid of them all. Now they're building the soccer stadium. They're supposedly going to build. Like at some point like a little village is coming for.
Yeah.
So who knows what's going to be thrown in there and how much it's all going to be. Hello, caller. Who's this?
Hello, honey. This is Nicholas Graystone.
Oh, hi, honey. Nicholas Graystone. How are you?
Fine. I'm at your back door.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was going to pop in.
Oh, all right, cool. Give me a second. All right, cool. Yeah, all right, give us a second. We'll come get you.
All right.
Cool. Wow, Nick Graystone has surprised us. Very nice. Nick Graystone, host of Primal Scream on Thursdays here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Let me set up a camera for him. Let's see. Hi. Wow, this is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I was playing hooky today, so I figured I'd.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let me
see how the daytime is.
Well, I've had you in here the daytime before.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, you forgot?
Yeah, I just missed you though.
That's how memorable it was? You forgot? All right, hang on a second. I'm setting up cameras so I could get you on here. Wow. This is a pleasant surprise, pal. And it's interesting that you come in here.
Why?
Because, all right, let's see. I think,
Hot news?
well, we're talking baseball. You're not a baseball guy, or are you?
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
No, what we were, Jeff and I are huge Beatle guys.
Okay.
We were talking about the big passing, the anniversary yesterday.
Yes.
Which
is on my birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Happy
Dog-
birthday, pal.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, how old were you when that happened?
3.
So you don't even remember it then?
I don't remember it. No, but I remember my dad talking about it maybe as the years passed. And, he would give me talk about like the Beatles and stuff and how important they were. And, he actually drove me past Dakota and showed me like where he lived and stuff. And yeah, just crazy, man. You know?
So basically what you're telling me is John Lennon's death has ruined your birthday?
I would say it's a very dark day. December 8th is a very dark day in rock history because not only did John Lennon die, Dimebag Darrell from Pantera was shot on stage.
Yeah, guy just jumped on stage and shot him, right?
He blamed him for breaking up the band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So basically, it's kind of like the same as Chapman, like just a crazy fan that turned against him. And then also, Razzle from Hanoi Rocks was killed by Vince Neil in a car crash on that same day.
Oh, really? Same day?
December 8th.
And then
the Immaculate Conception.
But then didn't Led Zeppelin, John Bonham, didn't he die? He had died around this day or on the same day.
Yeah, no, he didn't die on the 8th, but I think he died like around that area or whatever. I don't know if he went a couple of days, they didn't know where he was or whatever, but I think it was around that time.
It was the same year. John Bonham died September 25th, 1980.
Oh, but it's the same year. Okay.
So that's a rough year.
There was a lot. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't Chapin was 80.
81. Harry Chapin was 81.
He died on the island, right?
Okay.
Yeah, he died on the expressway. Yeah.
Right at exit 46.
Yeah. But on a lighter note, it's December 8th is Jim Morrison's birthday.
Yes, and Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it definitely has its rock presence.
Yeah, there's a lot on this day.
Yeah. And like I said, the Immaculate Conception. And somebody else, too, was born on that day. I forget, Kim Basinger?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one to have a birthday with. She still looks good.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Wow.
Catwoman.
So does... No, that's Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, that's Michelle Pfeiffer. That's right.
Yeah,
She's Vicky Vale.
They missed... Like, there's... Well, actually, so it was actually 2 different movies, right?
Yeah,
Basinger,
Batman
the first
Returns
one,
was...
Because they should have had them do a make
together.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, does Demon Scar ever sing like the Candyman or anything?
Not live, but I've definitely, cha-cha-cha-cha.
Kim Basinger turned 71 yesterday.
Whoa.
71?
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
I
Man,
am
time is
shocked.
not like stopping,
Crazy.
right?
No, it's going way too freaking fast. Way too
It really
fast.
is, man. Like
It
you
freaks me
see
out.
these people and they're like older and like I think yesterday or the day before, Nico McBrain from Maiden.
Yes.
He hung it up, dude.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
it's just like
I know.
holy shit, dude.
And he's 72.
Right.
Wow.
What a career, right?
You ain't kidding.
And you know what? Honestly, Maiden, you go see them now, they still have it. Like
Yeah. Oh,
they're
Bruce
at the top of
Dickinson
their game.
can still sing.
Yeah.
We were talking about that a few minutes ago. We were talking about Robert Plant because Jason Bonham is doing a show tonight at the Paramount. Jeff's going. So that got us into this whole rabbit hole of music. But Robert Plant, who had one of the greatest voices ever.
Yeah.
And then, Dickinson, too. What a voice. And he,
Still has the energy.
Robert Plant, who can't sing anywhere close to the way he used to in Zeppelin, where Dickinson can still, him and Sammy Hagar, the two of them blow me away for their age. Sammy Hagar is pushing 80. He's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah.
And even Dickinson, he's probably around 70 somewhere.
Alice Cooper too, man. Alice Cooper still, his voice.
Yeah, he was
wasn't,
never a great vocalist.
He wasn't a great vocalist, but his presence, he
Yes.
still has it.
I think he's
Yeah.
like 74, 75, I think.
Oh, sure. Yeah, easy. Yeah.
And he's top notch. Like he has the best musicians
Yes.
that you could ask for
Yeah.
around him.
Yes, he does.
So I mean, it probably helps.
Yeah. But it's crazy. So when you had birthdays that you do remember,
Yeah.
were your parents like bringing you out like black cakes and like playing all this sad music and
course.
shit, crying? They're like, nothing against you, Nick, but it's the
Why were
anniversary
you
of
ever
John.
born? Fucking, we lost John Lennon, you prick, you bastard.
Give you the cake, and then they go over and there's Yoko with them crying and shit.
Do you know? So I was going to work the day of the Dimebag killing, and
Okay.
my mom was like, "Do you know Dimebag Darrell?" And I'm like, "Why are you saying his name like you know?"
How do you know?
I'm like, this is not good
how
when
did you
it's
know to
like
put those
the
words together,
first-
Mom?
Right, the first thing that she's saying to me, and I'm like, this can't be good. And she was like, he was shot last night, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Just so crazy, man.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
terrible, man.
Unbelievable.
Right during the show on stage, this guy came up, grabbed him by the hair.
Really?
Yeah.
And then what? Pulled the gun out and
Right
popped?
in his head. Yeah.
Shot him, shot a roadie, and
Yeah.
shot a fan.
Jeez.
And the last words that they ever spoke, because the brothers played together, him and Vin
Yeah,
Paul,
right.
were Van Halen. Because they would say that to each other before every show.
Oh, no
before
kidding.
they played.
I knew they were big Van Halen guys.
Yeah.
Really?
What's his name? Buried him with the guitar, not the striped one. There's a yellow and black one, I think.
Yeah, there was
Van
a-
Halen too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Dimebag is a big Van Halen fan. He asked Eddie if he can make a replica for him. Eddie never got around to making the replica, but then when he died, he came to the wake with it, the
Oh,
original.
wow.
And he was like, originals get buried with originals.
Oh, that's cool.
And he gave it to him. So
And now, so Dimebag, Vinnie Paul, Eddie Van Halen, they're all dead.
yeah, man.
This
My
is-
friend just started reading the book actually from Alex, and he said
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I did maybe 2 pages so far. I'm not a big reader, but yeah, I've done a little bit.
I'm gonna
yeah.
wait till the audio book.
Which I thought that was out already. No?
Is it?
I thought it was. I might be wrong about that. I've been watching all the interviews Alex been doing, so I've been getting my information that way. I much prefer that. But
Yeah.
yeah. So all right. So you still have good birthdays.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure.
50-50, you know. I had a good one this weekend. It
Did
was
you?
good,
Yeah?
man. Yeah.
Hung out with Zozo.
Went with Zozo to the. We went to Coziers, which is a Christmas village in Burnville, Pennsylvania.
What was it called?
Coziers.
Coziers.
Kozars or Coziers or something. I don't know. It's
yeah, I know.
it's a Christmas village. You walk through it. It's all lights and everything.
Nice.
And it was nice, man. You know, it was very packed. You
Yeah,
know,
I bet.
as you know, we went to the buffet beforehand, the smorgasbord, which was like prison rules, packed. They hauled them in by bus.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was pretty crazy.
Wow.
But, you know, you get your filling over there. Totally
Yeah?
worth it. Yeah. My friends, Damien and Jen, not Damien, you know, the Antichrist. But they came and met us. And, yeah, it was a nice time. Nice weekend.
So it's a type of place you would spend the day, and like there's things to do.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never heard of this place.
It's it opens at 5, and then you walk through it. And
5 at night.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all like, because it's all lights. It's all crazy, like little displays and stuff, and they have like a little walk-through village. You could go through like these like little barns and stuff, and get hot chocolate. Take your picture with Santy.
Santy, nice.
Yeah,
Snow on the ground.
a little bit. There was
there,
snow. Yeah, it was cold. It was cold this weekend, but today's like 50.
Yeah,
So today's nice.
yeah, here, but I don't know if it's the same there. But then, like you said, there's snow down there.
It wasn't like crazy snow, like I know in Buffalo, like last week or whatever, was insane.
Yeah, well, a lot of places have been getting hit.
Yeah.
except for us, luckily.
Yep.
Here it is. I found it.
What's
Oh,
that?
so- it's
Coziers?
in- it's in Burnville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And how do
Christmas
you
Village Road.
Koziars?
How long of a drive was that?
Koziars.
About 3 hours. 3 with no
bad.
traffic, but you always
It's an
gonna
hour
hit
on the
it.
GW.
Yeah, at least.
That-
Yeah,
there's
an hour and a
1 to
half
3
in
hours.
GW or in Staten Island,
Yeah.
and then depending on which way you go or whatever. But I went through Brooklyn and over the Verrazano, and it's always a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yesterday coming home was a disaster, and I even left yesterday at 9:45 to come home, and it took me just about 4 hours to get home.
Really?
4 hours?
4 hours
At 10 o'clock at night.
in the morning.
Oh, in the morning to go
Yeah.
up there. I thought you meant you were coming back at 10
No,
o'clock at night. Oh.
yesterday in the morning, 4 hours.
Oh, take it to Jones Beach.
Yeah, I did that.
4
I did that
hours.
last week. It was good.
Oh,
That's always a good
goodness.
alternate. It's close. It's nice.
Yeah.
They got a little village over there. You
Right,
can see
Santy's there.
Yeah, Santy's there. The Siberian Huskies are there.
Right.
Beautiful
right.
dogs.
Yep.
And it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you save some
The
time.
aggravation of the drive.
Carol has again invited us down to Texas to see her, and she'll give us a tour. We're talking about what is it, AT&T Park. We were talking about Citi Field and stuff, and how expensive all these
Parking
places are. And how expensive was this place? Did you have to pay to get in?
Yes.
How much?
So it was $18 for me.
Yeah.
And it was only $12 for Zoe.
See, that's
not bad.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Over here, there would have been like $50, $60.
at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have that thing over in the Bronx Zoo, and I think it's like $60 a person.
What is that?
It's like Lumen something.
Yeah.
I forget what it is. Illuminati. They get you.
Okay. And Jerry Jones is who we were
Jerry
talking-
Jones.
Jerry Jones.
That's it. Yes. Jerry Jones.
AT&T is where the
AT&T
Cowboys
Stadium.
play.
Yeah.
Yep. Our friend Carol, who lives down there, she's saying it's $60 to park down there at AT&T.
That's like
Park.
us, right?
Well, that's what I was saying. At an Islander game, it's 55. Blue Christmas.
'Tis the
But
season.
inside that stadium, you're not paying $20 a freaking beer.
You're not?
No.
Not in Texas?
Not in Texas, no.
I hope not.
You might be, though, because you're paying $60 to park.
Well, I didn't go inside AT&T. I've been in the Texas Rangers
Right.
stadium, and it was,
Dear God is watching. He says hello to everybody. Oh, my goodness. So we're talking about Led Zeppelin. Andrew Fremder says, don't forget the Zeppelin-Floyd collaboration, Robert Waters Plant. Don't encourage this. Oh, GD's there.
Song?
Sorry, GD. I didn't even know you were there. Ann Rothney is here. She's watching now. Now Romeo Rusciello is all excited. His girl is here.
Oh, there we go.
All right, my apologies, GD. All right, it's 12 o'clock now. How long you been waiting?
Oh, I thought it was in a green room. I didn't even know y'all could hear me.
Yeah. I heard you laugh at Fremder's bad joke, and I was like, what the fuck was that at first? And then I realized that it was you. All right, give me a second. Let me set up the camera angles for you. GD, as promised, GD Fenderson is here at noon. We are promoting the big show on January 24th here at the Giggle Room.
I may have the wrong flyer, Tony, because your name is spelled wrong. No.
That one's still out there, huh?
I'm still when I promote the show every day. I show the wrong flyer just because I thought it was so funny because they called me Tony Miller.
And the thing is, everywhere else in our conversations, you're Tony Walker. I don't know how on the flyer you got to be Miller.
Well, someone put you as Tony Miller on a flyer?
Yeah.
It's his porn name.
Yeah,
They
just
found his
on the
porn
flyer.
name.
All right, hang on.
T-Bone Miller.
All right, hang on 2 seconds. I'm almost ready to show your face here. Let me do that. Okay. All right. There he is. G.D. Fenderson has joined us. Woo! The big show, January 24th, here in the Giga Room with, so it's you and Steve Ortiz and Ron Claire, all the guys.
Kane.
What's that?
Kane.
Kane. That's what I said. We're getting everybody's names wrong.
Kane, Miller,
Yeah, what's the difference?
Claire, what the?
He doesn't talk anyway, so it doesn't matter. He won't even be able to correct me because he never says he never speaks. So
I'm gonna tell you, when he does speak, it's very dark. I mean, he's very dark.
Really?
Very dark humor. Yeah, very dark.
Now this is it's the four of you. It's a governor's debut for all four of you, right?
Well, the four of us, you included, but it's the three of we've been actually. Ron and I performed together a few times, but we've never performed with Stephen Ortiz.
Oh, so it's the first time with Stephen, but it's the first time for all of you guys at Governors, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the original question, GD. Keep up.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. I misunderstood. I thought you meant for the first time for us together.
No. Performing at Governors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. So it's like a historic night here. And it's everybody. We have Coffee with the Dog every morning at 9 a.m. here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. This show is everybody from Coffee with the Dog except the dog.
Right.
What is the story here? Why is he not on the stage here?
I don't. I only
Does he have
have
something
my
better to do?
interpretation.
He's got something better to
do. in the very beginning, when I pitched the idea, he was like, yeah, and I said, and you can host, and he goes, yeah, I want to host. I want to host, and I said to him, but I had my concept for the show.
Yeah.
Because he's a musician, and I do song parodies as to wrap up my material.
Right.
And I do stand up and stuff, but I end with like a sing along so that people can just go out feeling good.
Sure.
You know, so I end my shows with that, and I thought that he and I could do a song parody together. And he's like, oh no, I don't want to do that. No. I'll just host. And somewhere along the line, he went from, I think around the turn of the election.
Yeah.
He just became like, once the election didn't go the way that I thought, that it didn't go the way we anticipated.
Right.
He got into I think he went into a funk, and everything was bad. The world was bad. Everything was, and I'm not going to be around. And I think he was actually toying with the idea of not even being in the country come January.
Is that what this is about?
I think, like I said, I don't know. This is my interpretation based on events that occurred. And I kept saying to him, I said, look, you say you're going to be living in Florida, so does that mean you're not going to do the show? And he goes, right, it's safe to say that. So I said, okay, so
wow.
I had a list. I had a list of, I have like, whenever I make plans to do anything, I have like, this is plan A, this is plan B, this is plan C, this is plan D.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to my life falling apart at every moment. Every opportunity, I'm used to my life falling apart. And so I want to know the next thing is going to fall on. And so as soon as he said, I'm not, as soon as he started hemming and hawing, I said, well, I'm going to reach out to Tony, because, it's because of you that I'm even doing this, at Governor's. So I wanted to reach out to you. And if you had said no, then I have another person I would have reached out to. But as I go further and further down the list, these people will be less and less likely to want to make the trip. Maybe, I don't know. I never got to asking them. But I had a list. And thank God that you came through for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, not to say that I would be better than the dog, but not having
you're showing up, so that means you're better. You're showing up, so you're better.
Right, and not having the dog on the show is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just putting it out there. So,
and it's good that you're working with Tony Miller instead of Walker, because that guy, man.
That Walker guy.
If the show doesn't go over well, I'm announcing myself as Tony Miller. Thanks, I'm Tony Miller. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Yeah.
And matter of fact, we'll all be Tony Miller.
That's right, everybody. Ron Miller, and G.D. Miller, and Stephen Miller. Thanks,
It'll be like the end of the original Spartacus. I am Spartacus. I am Spartacus. Look, I am Tony Miller. I am Tony Miller.
That's great.
Bill it to the Underhills, Bill.
Now, Ann Rothney is watching from California. She says, "Hi, GD. I catch you once in a while on Coffee with the Dog. It's cool to see you." Wow, very nice. How do you like that?
Thank you.
She lives in California. So
Nice.
and you guys are coming from all over. You're where? You're Delaware, Maryland. What was it?
I'm in Maryland. And
where's Stephen and Ron from?
Ron's in Pennsylvania, and Stephen is in Indiana.
Wow. Now is Stephen he's in a wheelchair? So is he? I mean, his arms are going to be killing
driving
him.
his car. He's going to be having a car. He's not going to use his wheelchair to get all the way to here. Because in that case, we did the mileage, and he should have left 2 weeks ago. If that were the case, but he's in, so he's.
Have you guys ever seen?
a car.
Have you ever seen the stage of the Giggle Room or seen any pictures or anything?
No, I was going to get pictures. At one point, I was supposed to have a Zoom call with Andrea or Angie.
Andrea.
Andrea, but sometimes she signs it. People call her Angie, and even her email says ANG Govs.
Oh, okay.
So I think people. It may be one of those things where people mispronounced her names for so long, and she just stopped correcting them.
It could be. Could be. But I asked because
I worked with a woman for 7 years called me Brian. I stopped correcting her after the 4th time she called me Brian. I stopped correcting her. And she kept calling me Brian, and then when I left the company, they had a cake for me, and they looked at it, and she goes, "Who's Glenn?" I said, "That's me. I'm Glenn." She goes, "I thought you were Brian." I said, "No, I'm Glenn." She goes, "But you let me call you Brian." I said, "Yeah, because I couldn't stop you."
That's hilarious. Yeah, there's a kid. I'm involved in local PAL, and there's a kid there. He's been calling me Rich for several years now, and same thing. I just stopped.
Yeah, you just go with it.
I hear him yell Rich, I turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Who cares? All right. So the big show, January 24th. All the guys from Coffee. Now, is Dog at least going to show up to watch, or is he supposedly going to be in Florida?
He is a definite possible maybe.
And what does he think Florida's going to do? It's still the same country.
Oh, it's not even. I don't even think it's Florida anymore. I think it could be. It could be Mexico. It could be. I don't know. I don't.
Wow.
I don't ask him. I don't ask.
He's gonna live with Ellen DeGeneres in England.
She's out.
Oh yeah, she left. She's gone.
Really?
She actually did leave and went to England. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least she kept the word.
Well, true. And now she can stay there.
She could have left the American-made money she made while she was here.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
Since she, hates
that's off the table.
Since she hates the country so much,
Right.
leave all the Benjamins you made here, honey.
That's right.
I offered to watch it for her. I wouldn't even spend it. I would just use it as collateral.
Right. Petty cash.
I would just be an account. Yeah, and I would just use it as collateral. I would take loans out against it, pay the loans back, and I get more and more credit.
Nice. Good idea.
Not that I actually need it. I actually have very good credit for a black guy. So I don't even think. I mean, let's put it this way. My credit is so good, I am dangerously close to losing my black card.
Oh wow!
It's been revoked.
Wow.
My black card could be revoked any moment now.
Hey, Michael Jackson tried to turn himself white, and he got the black card back before he died. So I think you're safe.
Did he get it back?
I think he got it back. Yeah, because towards the end, his last few music videos had
no one wanted him at that point.
Yeah, true. But he had a lot of black actors and stuff in his. Who's the guy with the high voice? The comedian. Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker was in his videos and stuff towards the end. So yeah, he got the black card back. So if he can get it back,
but Chris Tucker got in the videos because he sounded like a child. So that was something.
He was on the phone.
That endeared because the interview was on the phone, and Michael Jackson thought he was interviewing a child, and he goes, "You've got the part." Goes, "I do." Yeah, you got the part. So you're gonna show up, and we're gonna have this great video. And then this tall, big black guy shows up, and he's like, "Who are you?" I'm Chris Tucker. So, but by then he already had the contract, and he had the cameras there, and he just rolled with it. It was a really sad day too.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, he was probably just looking at pictures of Webster or something while talking to Chris Tucker.
You sound just like him.
Dude, I saw Emmanuel Lewis at Chiller Theater. He looked so disgruntled and pissed off.
Really?
Yeah, man. He looked like he didn't want to fuck with anyone. And he was doing a signing, too.
Yeah.
So he looked very angry.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, what was the last thing he even did other than
Probably that.
signings? Yeah.
He got turned down for Elf too. Elf and Elf too. He got turned
And
down.
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Yeah, he got turned down in Bad Santa. You know, all these Christmas movies he didn't get a part of, and he's like crying cultural appropriation and shit like that. You know?
The documentary, I mean, the biopic of Gary Coleman he got turned down for.
Yeah, which the Police actually wrote the theme song. You know, you look like Gary Coleman. Like Gary Coleman. It's a shame.
My wife actually met Michael Jackson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was.
My mom too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was at an amusement park.
Neverland?
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, right. No, I forget where it was.
You need to be this high to ride the rides.
Right? You need to be this black to. No, she was at an amusement park, and her and her family noticed they were like starting to close the gates and like move people to certain sections and closing lines down. Like, what is going on? This limo rides into the park, and out comes Michael Jackson.
Wow.
And like everybody had to get out of his way. Like he had to, get to the front of the line pass. And he spent the day there, and he did. He signed autographs. My wife, there's a picture of my wife getting an autograph from him.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mom met him at American Airlines. She was a ticket agent, and he was flying, and she got him to sign like the American Way magazine back in the day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where does your mother? What at JFK?
Kennedy.
Oh,
yeah, Kennedy.
I
Yeah,
wonder if I know her.
maybe Rose Graystone.
I'd have to see a picture. I worked there.
Yeah,
I'm an expert.
Still?
There. Yep.
Wow.
For
my brother
33
just
years.
All right, yeah. So my
I've
brother
been
worked
there.
for American too in cargo. Yeah, I'll show you.
My guess his last name is Graystone also.
Yeah.
Because I remember I didn't see him when he flew on America, but I heard back in the day, and it's probably when we had DC-10s. Is probably when your mother saw him. He pretty much purchased the entire coach section of the airplane.
Oh wow!
Just for him, is what I heard.
The coach.
All
Cheap
of it, just
bastard.
for him. The whole section.
I
No,
was
fucking there.
joking.
So nobody was around him.
Wow.
I don't know if that
That's
was
actually-
true
that's
or
a
not.
very
Your mother
smart-
could probably
that's a very smart investment.
answer that.
You get all that leg room. You get all of their peanuts and snacks. So
It's a lot of meals.
Yeah.
But that's what I don't know how correct that is, but
Yeah.
your mother would probably know the answer to that. I can
Wow.
almost guarantee it. Is she still she
She retired a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Back in she actually was one of the first to do the early buyout they did.
Okay.
So she ended up retiring like 96.
Okay.
Oh wow!
But she was there like 20 years.
Yeah, I started there in 91.
All right.
So
Wow.
yeah, I probably recognize it. I wouldn't be surprised if I recognize it. Yeah.
All right. Before we go any further, GD is here. January 24th is the big show, and you, my friend, have a special announcement that you'd like to make regarding that show.
Yeah. Now I don't know how special the announcement is. We'll see afterwards, but
It might
here's
be.
the deal. Here's the deal. I am not a New York native. I do not have a lot of pull and friends in New York. I have I have like a smattering of friends all over the place, but I don't have like a true fan base. But we want to sell out the show. Okay, and so it's going to have to be done by word of mouth and stuff like that. So here's the deal: I have tickets. These are the printouts of it. I'm not going to show you the actual barcodes because then you would just freeze the screen and then print it, and you have
All those crazy scalpers out there.
Right. So, but I'm going to give away 2 tickets this week. And this is how you win them, okay? I'm not just going to give them away. You have to earn them, okay? I'm not a philanthropist.
Philanthropist.
Well, it doesn't matter what my religion is. I'm not that. I'm not one of those people. So to earn the tickets, basically, it's you earn the tickets by sharing our promos. Now you can share them from my Facebook page, my Instagram page, or my TikTok page. And when you share it, and tag me so I know you share, because that's how I'm going to keep track of it. Because Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, when you share something, this says, okay, someone shared this. And so that way I can keep a tally of who shared it. And whoever shares it the most gets 2 tickets for the show.
Very nice.
That's basically it. And now let you people out there know, my handle on TikTok and Facebook is just like that. See there? GD Fenderson. That's how I am on TikTok, and that's how I am on Facebook. SoGD Funny, SOGDFUNNY. And if I don't know, if I had to spell that for you after I said SoGD Funny, don't come to my show because you really aren't going to be smart enough to get my material. But if you figure that out, without me spelling it, you could be a candidate. And that is my handle on Facebook and on Instagram. So you go to one of those pages, one of those two platforms. Find the promo. It's either going to be a poster or it's going to be a little video, 30-second video. One of those two, and you share it, plain and simple, and tag me. And that's how I'm keeping track. And at the end of the week, on Friday, whoever shares it the most gets the 2 tickets. I'll reach out to you, and I can send you the tickets. I can put you on a will call list. There's like 100 different ways we can get you the tickets. I'm only going to use 3 of them. But there's 100 different ways I could get you the ticket.
Very nice.
Carrier pigeon. We could use carrier pigeon, but I'm not doing that. But it's just possible. I'm not doing it.
So, yeah, GD Fenderson on Facebook. So GD Funny on Instagram and TikTok, did you say?
No, it's
just
GD Fenderson on TikTok and Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And it's So GD Funny on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I have 3 Facebook accounts. The GD Fenderson was the one I opened like years ago when I first got into Facebook. Once I started doing comedy, and I realized that some people were like
touchy.
Well, yeah, some of the stuff I did at
Pussy.
at SoGD. Yeah, they were like that's a little racist. That's a little sexist. I said, this is a joke, right? And they were like, I can't be your friend anymore. I said, okay, fine, but
bye.
I don't mind you're not my friend, but that's a joke. I'm more concerned about your mental health than about your friendships. And so I developed SoGD Funny so that I could be as racist and sexist and whatever so I can be me. I can't be me on my own Facebook page. I have to be me on somewhere else.
Somewhere else, yeah.
Well, and that's one of the things I love about governors. The crowds here, they're okay with political incorrectness.
We're New York with
yeah. Well, no, but that's the thing. We're Long Island.
Long Island, yeah.
New York, you go to the comedy clubs. It's only a small percentage of actual New Yorkers. You're getting a lot of tourists.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
right.
and that's the thing. You're offending, or you're not offending. A lot of people are getting offended at shows in the city. Where here, you don't have to worry about that.
No.
And you can get away with almost anything. And it's.
I was performing Broadway Comedy Club just quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
And my final joke was I quoted a sentence from a news article. And first of all, can I actually say the N word on this channel?
You can say it. None of us are saying it, but
all right, okay. I'm just saying. So the newspaper article is about a guy named his name was Darwin. His last name was Darwin. Rupert Darwin. His name was Rupert Darwin out of Florida, and he was arrested because he had kidnapped and was raping an alligator, a 13-foot alligator. And I only put that in there because there's not a size, that the alligator has to be before you can rape it legally. I just put the size in so you know how hard he worked to rape that alligator. So it was a 13-foot alligator that he was raping and holding hostage. And after they caught him, this is what he said to the press. He goes, well, he goes, it's a good thing they caught me when they did, because I was going to torture it with nigger music. So that was what he said. That was what he said to and this was in Collier County, Florida. So that was how I ended. That was the end of the story. And so people were like, gave me this look and said, look, I'm sorry, I'm just quoting the news story. This is what they said in the paper. I said, I don't do nigger jokes, okay? I don't do nigger jokes. I know I can, but I don't. But if I did do a nigger joke, it would be like this. 2 niggers got into a cab, like the cab would have stopped. And that was my end. That was the end of my routine. And I walk off stage, and the host looks at me and goes, That was very funny. I think I'm offended though.
The host said, "You're one fucked up."
I guess I was a black guy. You one fucked up nigga.
Oh my goodness! Wow. And that's what you can expect when you get your tickets for January 24th.
There's a taste of what's to come, people.
I'm still trying to figure out this raping of an alligator. Dude.
Yeah, and holding it hostage.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they're like ornery, man. Like they ain't fucking, you know.
Yeah.
You got to be
The
like.
thing is, if you read the whole story, if you read the whole article, it's obvious they have a history. Okay, because he knew it was a female. All right. First of all, I don't know what you guys know about alligator anatomy. You cannot tell an alligator's sex by looking at it or by talking to it.
You got to flip it
by
over.
Dancing with it. The only way you can tell is
buy
you
a
have to
dinner
stick
first.
Your hand, you have to stick your hand inside the cloaca, and you're feeling for either a small clitoris or a big clitoris. If it's a big clitoris, it's a penis. If it's a small clitoris, it's a it's a clit and it's a female.
But that's even if you get that far.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll be in a death row like no time.
Yeah.
But if you get an alligator on their back and you rub their belly,
They
they're
go to
very
sleep.
compliant.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I didn't just do this story. I researched it.
I see that.
I researched it, and this is from like 10 years ago. I did this.
Oh,
9
good
years
God.
ago. And
I am scarred.
Is that what GD stands for? Gator Dick?
Gator Dickens.
If it's a medium clitoris, it's a transgender gator.
All right. Go ahead. No, please, go ahead.
No, just saying. So he says the reason why he says I went to teach her a lesson, which meant he got mad at the gator because he says it tore his pants. Now I'm assuming they're really good gator pants. They're his good gator pants, not his his Sunday go to meeting gator pants, not just his regular gator pants that he wears like Monday through Saturday. Because if you're angry enough over a ripped pair of pants to capture and rape an alligator, they got to be good pants. I know I wouldn't do it for casual pants. The sweats I'm wearing now, I would not rape a gator for them. I wouldn't. I would just go to the store and buy another pair of sweatpants.
I
just
find it very hard that this gator was raped. I think the gator liked it.
Really? Yeah, my guess is not many gators have been raped.
Right.
So this one, was probably like,
it was probably hanging out, smoking a cigarette.
But that's just it. Legally, it is rape because the gator could not consent. It's against the law in Florida. And here's the other thing that was in the article. In the article,
there's more.
Oh yeah! Oh my God, yeah. In the article, like the first paragraph of the article says, there have been cases of people raping, and it lists all these other animals that people have raped in Florida. And on the list was the parrot. And I'm thinking, who is raping a parrot and how?
A cockatiel.
Okay. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Bestiality has gone to new heights today, dude.
Apparently.
It gives me all the more reason.
So you read the article.
There's no way I'm ever moving to Florida. That just solidifies it all. There's just some...
Well, you should, because as humans, we're safe.
There.
We're not getting raped. They're raping animals down there, so we're safe.
Oh, good God. This really took a different turn.
Yeah, this is not what I was expecting today at all.
I'm never going to get that visual out of my head.
Ever. I'm just... This is like the crazy shit that happens in the town my sister lives in. She lives in Sebastian, Florida. And she sent some fucking weird articles up from down there. I said, this is your town. They
have those like...
Where's Sebastian in Florida?
Not too far from Vero, somewhere over there.
Florida has
not too far from Gatorville.
Yeah, by Vero. I know that's where she likes to fly out of because it's fairly close.
Because Florida has like 5 different cultures, and depending on where you are in Florida, you're going to get an entirely different culture. It's like a small country unto itself.
Hey, Cletus, come in the back. Check out this clitoris on this alligator.
Oh my! They're probably selling it and shit. There's probably a whole ring of it down there.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness!
God.
They have like those gator wrestling matches there. Like I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Like
alligator
alligator cockfights and
shows,
shit.
yeah.
I'm sure this is where this is like
Are they
stemmed
wrestling? Are they wrestling really?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Now
It's
we're watching
foreplay.
porn. Yeah, we're watching porn. It's like gator porn.
God.
Like
Gator,
the place.
Gator done.
Gator done.
Gator done.
Oh man.
All right. Well, it's just about. It actually is just about time for us to get out of here. So I'm gonna. Especially since I'm speechless at this point.
Yeah.
January 24th. Go to govs.com to make your reservations, or just start sharing the shit out of that show, and you'll get 2 free passes to see GD and Ron and Steven and myself January 24th in the Giggle Room. And I'm sure, they'll be hanging around. You can take a picture and hang out, meet these guys after the show as well. And especially if you bring your alligator.
Gator Fest.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call this one, Gator Fest.
If Ron has his pants down, you may want to get your wide-angle lens because otherwise you won't get the whole thing in there.
Oh.
That's why his last name is Kane. That's not his real last name.
All right.
His legal name is not Kane. That's his porn name, Kane.
Is Cain Abel?
Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here I wasn't expecting.
If the blood flow is right, then Cain is Abel.
Ask any alligator.
Yeah, he could lose consciousness if all the blood goes down. He could lose consciousness.
Wow.
Which is another reason why he doesn't talk very much. There's not much blood flow left up there.
All right, well, that's what we have to look forward to on January 24th. GD, it was a lot of fun hanging with you today, and we'll talk to you again, pal.
Okay, great. And I'll let you know who won. And
please.
We can announce it. Maybe we can announce the winners on there.
We can do that. All right, pal.
All right, y'all take care.
You too, buddy. Thanks.
Ciao, man.
Right.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right. GD Fenderson, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
That really took a
I didn't see
turn
that.
I didn't see
I'm so
coming.
glad I came today. I needed that.
Right? You needed a good laugh.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
Holy
God.
crap.
That's crazy.
See that? Because everybody, they just talk about Lennon on your birthday. So today we cheered you up.
Thank you, John Lennon, for that gift.
Wow. All right. Well, since you're here, you'll be here Thursday for Primal Scream.
Yes.
Who's your guest?
Jeremy Moorhead.
Jeremy Moorhead. The show taking very strange turns.
He's from
today.
Epic Movie Guys. They do reviews of all different types of movies and everything. And I met him through conventions. Really cool guy. It's going to be a good show.
So, was he a part of Forest Hills or anything or no?
No.
No. Oh, okay. So you're just going to talk?
Yeah, we're going to do the top 5 horror movies of 2024.
Oh. And there are more than 5?
Yeah, this was a great year for horror.
Really?
Actually, today one of them that's on my list got nominated for 5 Golden Globes.
Oh, no kidding.
His Substance with Demi Moore.
Oh,
it's a demi-sens.
That would be considered a horror movie?
Body horror.
Really? I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
The Substance?
Yeah.
I was a little turned off by, she's had some surgery. Her mouth looks kind of weird.
Watch the movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I can't believe she did it.
I did hear that there's full frontal, right?
Full frontal.
Wow.
Everything.
I think I'd rather watch The Wrestler with Marissa Tomei.
She was good in that.
Wrestler?
Yeah, she was good in that.
Oh, and she gets naked.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Check out The Substance, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but that movie looks like it's out there, man.
It's very out there.
It might be too much for me. Too out there.
Yeah, it probably is.
Because I'm a pussy. So, all right. So you're talking about 5 top 5 horror movies of 2024. All right, cool.
And then next week we're gonna have our top 5 gator seducing movies.
Now those are going to be interesting.
Oh yeah,
Gator seduction.
Take it out to a movie. I bet you how many. I wonder how many alligators Bill Cosby had.
A lot, probably.
I bet you he could still be doing comedy today if it was just alligators.
He could.
He just had
Probably would look the other way. Those gators,
Oh,
Did
my
you ever hear what
goodness.
Artie Lang said about him?
About Cosby?
Yeah. Back in the day, he was like, he kind of looked normal, but now he's got that rape eye. And they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's got one eye that can go on the victim and the other one to look at the door, so he's got all bases covered.
It's true.
He's out, though. He got out, right?
Yeah, he's out. He's
How
home.
the fuck is that possible?
Yep. Well, house arrest, but he's out. Yeah. Did you ever see the clip of him on Larry King where he's actually talking about it?
No.
Oh yeah. You get the little. I don't know why it sounded like that, but
Yeah.
you get the little pill, Larry, and you do the thing and the bing. And Larry King. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's crazy.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
And this was after the fact?
No, this was this was like early '90s.
Whoa.
Yeah. There's a bit on it on one of his comedy albums.
Really?
Right. From
Talks about
it talks about the drug and how great it is. It's the drug was Spanish Fly, and he has a bit on one of his albums from the late '60s. That's how back this goes. And the bit is called Spanish Fly.
And
It's on
think
one of his
about,
albums.
we only heard like a handful of them. Like he was probably been doing it since back then.
Right. Oh yeah, I think that's what they said.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then now the pressure's off him because now it's all on Diddy, and now they're saying what's his name? They're just throwing it. What's Beyonce's husband?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
He's in it too.
It just came out this weekend.
There was something.
They're saying that him and Diddy raped a 13-year-old together.
Jesus Christ.
He's saying he of course is denying it, and he even said this is idiotic. He's saying he thinks it's somebody just looking for money.
But there was something too that came up. Some guy that was making an accusation. So I think it was maybe like part of a security team for Diddy, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Said that Jay-Z and I don't know if it was Diddy or one of his cronies killed. Was it Biggie?
Oh really?
Or something like that. Biggie or Tupac, maybe one or the other. But now that guy who made that accusation is dead.
Yeah.
Of course.
They said that he
Right.
it was Tupac.
Tupac, right? Yeah. Okay.
Diddy put a hit, and then the payback was Biggie.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what Tupac is backwards?
Cat.
Kaput.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, and that's another one. Diddy, they're going to wipe him out too because he's got too many names on his list.
Yeah, man, I'm sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right, Primal Scream Thursday at 8 or 9? 8. Thursday at 8. Always a great show. So all you little kitties.
Kitties.
Check out Nick Thursday at 8. Today is Monday. We got Treading Water coming up at 1 o'clock. We got Steve Squared at 6:30. We got Let Them Cook, a superhero podcast at 8 o'clock. Coffee with the Dog tomorrow at 9. And then back here with Diane tomorrow for Tuesday Trivia. I think Frank might be joining us as well because that was he gave us an assignment to watch Yacht Rock. So tomorrow we're going to talk about Yacht Rock. Did you see that one?
No.
Documentary called Yacht Rock.
It's
Yacht Rock. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, it was okay. Christopher Cross was a badass.
Oh yeah.
He financed his first record based on he was a weed dealer. So he saved his money from dealing weed, and then financed his first album. And then that song "Ride Like the Wind."
That's a good tune.
That's about an acid trip that he had.
Really?
Yeah, he's
It
badass.
is kind of trippy.
Yeah,
So,
and Michael McDonald's on it. You know anything with Michael McDonald
Yeah.
is good. So
What was it on Amazon?
Amazon, no HBO,
okay.
HBO Max, whatever
Max?
it's called now.
Christopher Cross did this song from Arthur, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Also tomorrow on Sports Bash, just got the word while we're on here. Joining Peter tomorrow on Sports Bash, legendary Mets third baseman Howard Johnson.
Whoa, really?
Nice. I got a crazy Howard Johnson story, and I'll tell it quick, and then we got to go.
Yeah.
1987. 1987. We were 17. We had nothing but time in the world, So even back then, Shea was just. It took like 5 hours to get out of the damn place. So we were never in a rush. Me, Rob, Seyfarth, and Frank. We used to hang out and just watch the players drive out, wave, maybe get an autograph if we could, or just hang out, make fun of people, whatever we were doing. Howard Johnson comes driving out of the parking lot in like a Mazda, or whatever sports car he had. I don't know what I was doing. I was 17. I was dumb. I'm still dumb. I'm just not 17. I jumped. I went to go jump on his car as he's driving past. I kind of jumped late, so I missed the car, but I just caught his antenna with my arm as I'm flying in the air. I bent it. I mean, complete like that. He slams on the brakes. He gets out of the car. Everybody's now running to him with their autograph books. Puts his hands out. He goes, no! Like that. Everybody stops dead. Everybody just stopped. They're watching him. He looks at his antenna. He looks at me. He goes, motherfucker! He walks over. He tries to straighten it out as best he can, but now it's all like this. Gets back in the car and takes off. So now, fast forward to March of this year. We're talking about Coffee with the Dog. The host, his nickname is the Dog, Matt Nappo. I don't know what sparked him to do this, but he wrote to Howard Johnson on Twitter or X. Howard, do you remember a kid bending your antenna in the parking lot at Shea? Howard Johnson responds, I remember that. Was that you? And he writes, no, but I know the guy who it was. And that was the whole conversation. I'm like, holy shit. So now Howard Johnson's going to be on with Peter tomorrow. I'll have to see if Peter will give me a little time to ask him.
Yeah, you got to ask him.
He's zooming in. He won't be in here, so I don't have to worry about him kicking my ass.
That's
so,
funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
Send them an antenna.
Well, I was thinking that, like, Mr. Johnson, how much was it? Do you need? Would you like me to send you $50, for the repair? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I had a lot of weird. I once climbed the fence at Shea and got into the players' park. Yeah, I did a lot of weird,
That's awesome.
stupid stuff. All right, we got to go, everybody. And of course, don't forget at the club. Let's see. Some of the names you'll see on the governor's stage this weekend: Vladimir Kamano, One Funny Lisa Marie. The Urban to Suburban comedy series continues here at Governor's. Kevin Dombrowski's playing the Giggle Room. Maya DiGiorgio. DiGiorgio, I'm screwing that name up. John Ivorone, the hilarious hitmen, Billy Mira and Sal Governalia playing at McGuire's. And of course, once again, the big show this Friday in the Giggle Room. Mike Pacchetti and friends with the evil twins of comedy, Mark Riccadonna and Don Jameson from that metal show. I'll be hosting that one. Looking forward to that.
Jameson.
Don
Awesome.
Jameson, yeah. Really looking forward to that. We'll be hosting a Q&A after the show as well, and they'll be doing meet and greets and all that stuff.
When is that?
That's this Friday. Damn it. December 21st at McGuire's. Come join us for a murder mystery show. December 27th over at Westbury Music Fair. Come see us with David Clark. He's doing his Billy Joel Elton John show. And then, as mentioned, January 24th. All right. We got to go. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for the surprise, pal. It was nice to... that was a nice thing.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime, pal.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Open invite. And, of course, good to see our pal Jeff.
Always good to be seen.
And we'll see you next week.
Indeed.
Excellent. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
We'll do it again.
Absolutely. Whoops. Let me do that. Okay, there we go. Bye, guys.